Trigger warning, we're talking about mental health and suicide because we're not shying away from it. I know it's uncomfy, but those are the conversations that need to be had. So I've now had 2 members of my family commit suicide. Me and my whole family struggle with mental health issues, okay? It's not cute, it's not pretty, but it's what we're working with, all right? So my dad, when I was 14, he shot himself in the head. He also had like a whole separate family. Just the drama is dramaing. And then this past Friday, my aunt stepped in front of a train intentionally. Yeah. Just a wee bit traumatic, okay? So, very triggering, right? Because, like, she knew that me, my mom, and my sister have already lived and dealt with this. We had all promised that we would never do that to each other. But here's the thing, is like, I fucking understand. I have been there. Like, when you're in that headspace, it can be just completely all-consuming and so hard to mentally latch on to the things that you have been keeping you here, anchored. So I get it. But that doesn't mean the anger is not there, because it is. And that's what's so much more difficult and just adds more layers when you're dealing with suicide, is because there's a lot of anger. There's just so many additional layers added onto it. And look, all death is hard, but suicide is just on a different level, because it's a choice. And you're really passing all of that pain onto other people. And it creates, I talk about beautiful healing ripple effects, but suicide creates horrific ripple effects. And so I'm mad that my family is once again having to deal with and cope with a suicide. I'm mad my aunt put us in this position again. I'm devastated that she was suffering so much. I'm glad she's not suffering anymore. She refused to get help, get treatment. She suffered for years and years and years. And, you know, you can only do so much and provide support and outreach and connection. You cannot help someone who is not willing to help themselves. And your love and your connection is not always enough to keep someone here. And, you know, it's been bringing up a lot of triggering stuff with my dad's suicide. But I did find some clarity about why boundaries are so hard and scary for me, because he was the first person that I set like hard boundaries with, because at that young of an age, I was like, I don't like the way you're treating me and my mom and my sister. I understand you're mentally ill, but I don't want to be around how you're acting. He was also an alcoholic. But I had a revelation the other day that that's why boundaries are so hard for me, to stick to and abide by, and why they're scary is because the first time I did it, the person offed themselves. And so, yeah, that's gonna make you scared to put those boundaries up. So lots of stuff going on, but here's another systemic issue, right? Is that I'm now triggered. I'm going through something extremely traumatizing and difficult, and I was able to take one day for myself, to take care of myself. And it makes me so incredibly angry that I have all these healing tools now in my tool belt to help me to process in a healthy way. But I work in corporate America, and we don't care about aunts. Like, if your aunt dies, you're not allowed to have that grieving time. It's only immediate family members. So now I'm expected to just business as usual. And that's not right. That's fucked up. Because how am I supposed to make sure I'm okay and take the time I need for myself? So then it goes on and on and on, and it's a cycle, right? There's something wrong here. It is not right. Life should not be this hard, this miserable, this tough. To just be able to give yourself the basic self-care. And especially when you're grieving, because grief, it doesn't just take one day, it comes in waves. You never know when it's going to hit you. So work's gonna get the version of me they're gonna get. Tough titties. Can't take time off. I mean, gonna work to the best that I can manage right now. And I don't care. I don't. That's the culture we have cultivated. So that makes me really irritated. Not even irritated, it makes me fucking enraged. I'm enraged. Let me collect my thoughts. I don't know. This country has just created completely unrealistic expectations. So, like, if you are struggling, you're not alone. This is not, whatever we're doing, it's not it. Like, our nervous systems are shot, we're burnt out, and then when we have these traumatic life events, we have no time to process them. And it is just perpetuating this issue. And then they want us to hush about our mental health and suicide. And I am done with the stigma. We're breaking it. We're talking about it. And you're gonna like it or not. I don't know what to tell you. But that's what's going on in my life right now. Not the best, but I'm a fucking warrior. We're gonna get through it like we always do. So tend to your inner world. It is all connected. And I'll see you soon.